It's the 2021 Mexican Grand Prix. After a 24-month break, we are back in the capital. The last 5 races of the year with 12 points between them. Mexico City starts off a triple header for Formula 1, the biggest we've ever seen. Mexico City to Brazil isn't that bad, but Brazil to Qatar in just 5 days is going to be the biggest long haul ever in Formula 1. We're nearing the end of the season though, with Saudi Arabia making very quick progress to try and host its first race on the 5th of December. A week later though, Abu Dhabi will round up the season under the lights on the 12th of December. In the Drivers' Championship, there is just 12 points between them. Max Verstappen leads the title after victory in Austin, Texas. Lewis Hamilton trails by 12 points. Bottas is ahead of Sergio Perez at the moment as well, but just 1 point between Perez and Norris in the battle for 4th place of the Drivers' Championship. Charles Leclerc is in a battle with Carlos Sainz's own teammate Ricciardo, Gasly and Fernando Alonso round out the top 10 that are separated by a staggering 229 points as well after these 17 races. On the second page, Esteban Ocon leads Sebastian Vettel as well, 46-36. On 26 is Lance Stroll as well, an amazing run of points between them. Yuki Tsunoda still 14th, he's 4 points clear of George Russell, who in turn is clear of Nicholas Latifi by 9. Then we go further back as well and get Kimi Raikkonen, and Antonio Giovinazzi is the last points payer. Mick Schumacher, Robin Kubica and Nikita Mazepin are still pointless in the 2021 season. In the Constructors' Championship, everything stays the same for the 3rd race in a row. Mercedes lead Red Bull Racing by 23 points. McLaren and Ferrari are closing in between them for 3rd and 4th in the Constructors' Championship. Alpine, AlphaTauri and Aston Martin, the only ones close enough for the battle for 5th, ahead of Williams, who seem to have secured 8th. Alfa Romeo have 9th, and still pointless, Haas 3 points down on last year. It's the 2021 Mexico City Grand Prix. This is Free Practice 3. Let's take a look around the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez in Mexico, a 2.674 mile circuit, 17 turns in total with 3 DRS zones. Your top speed around this lap time over 175 miles an hour. On board with Max Verstappen in the Red Bull. Down, open the control line to start the lap. A long 900-meter run down towards turn number 1. You reach a maximum 8th gear at 347 kilometers an hour before slamming onto the brakes. 3rd gear, 120 kilometers an hour into the right, then the left, and the right again at turn 3. Exit power, 6th gear, 235 kilometers an hour, max it out to 320 kilometers, 8th gear for the braking zone for turn 4, 2nd gear, 105 kilometers an hour, double apex 4, 5 and 6, it all tightens up, 2nd gear, 90 kilometers an hour, down to 75 kilometers an hour, back on the power before he comes through the S's sections as well. 6th gear, down into 5th, 225, rise it up, right at the exit of these 2 corners as well. You're going to be doing 6th gear at 240 kilometers an hour. Open up the DRS as you head down towards the Forosol Stadium as well, before the Pelotada. Heavy on the brakes, 3rd gear, 130 kilometers an hour, back on the accelerator, 2nd gear, 80 kilometers an hour as you pass between the 2 of the baseball stadium stands into the Pelotada now as well. Get back on the power and exit 4th gear, 190, right to the line, 8th gear, 305, and that is a lap of the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez here in Mexico, 2,000 meters above sea level. Hello everybody, welcome to Formula 1 in Mexico City for free practice number 3 for the 2021 Mexico City Grand Prix as well. We're almost ready then for qualifying, but before that we have to take part with the usuals of practice. Just 60 minutes left on the clock then around this fantastic 2.674 mile circuit as well, 4.304 kilometers for those of you on a different metric to us. 226 miles an hour, the fastest speeds around this track. 900 metres from pole position down towards turn 1. The last time we raced here, Verstappen and Hamilton came together. They did so also in 2017. The history books seem to show this is a part of the track where they will come together more often. Ricciardo, Vettel and Verstappen also had errors back in 2016. Verstappen and Vettel would later get a penalty, promoting Ricciardo onto the podium. And down at turns 13 and 14, Verstappen and Bottas had a little bit of a ding-dong in 2019. The tyre compounds, the hard tyre, the C2, the medium tyre, the C3, the soft tyre is the C4 for this weekend. Anticipation is high for this session, but there is some oil down on the circuit, down at turn 4 as well, which means they are going to be showing the oil flag down to that part of the track. But track temperature 35 degrees, air temperature is at 17 degrees as well. The anticipation is high for this one here today. I'm Joshua Birch, and later on, joining me in the commentary box will be Josh Plays. The Zoom call is ready. I can see it just below the monitor here as well, and so is the two positions of the chat as well, with the driver tracker. When the session will go green, but right now we're just stuck on this image of me waiting as well for when that would happen. Hopefully you'll like the music as well coming through here at the moment, and hopefully it's all working well enough that nothing is having errors, because it keeps flashing up on my monitor with different things. But hopefully we're all going well, as a GKP Tech says hello Joshua, hello to Josh Plays as well, who comes on as well. Hello to everybody watching as Mexico is ready. Sergio Perez walking to his garage, gets a load of his fans waiting for photographs as well with him. I've never seen a driver who is more devoted and more, I don't want to find a better word than adored, but it's reminding me a lot of Ayrton Senna back at Sao Paulo, that sort of atmosphere you used to get as well. The track sector is clear all around the track. There is a slippery surface flag out also in Sector 9. That is down at Turn 4. Where we knew it would be. Max Verstappen, 8 wins so far this year. A total that he has only failed to win the championship once in F1. That was Lewis Hamilton in 2016 with more than 8 wins. We're 1 minute 15 seconds away from the start of the session, as I just adjust the clock so it's correct for all those of you who like to sync up with us. It's still wrong at the moment as well. There you go, 57 seconds. So that clock now counting down on that monitor right here is now correct. Sergio Perez taking a photo with Helmut Marko and just sort of adoring the crowds as well. That's popcorn. There's some beer floating around there as well. It's all Heineken, of course. One of the sponsors for Formula One, all waiting to get in as well. I've just seen that Josh is standing by, and I've admitted him to the room. Hopefully he can come in before the session starts, wherever he is, that is. I'm trying my best to get that picture side by side, but we're having a slight error there. I can see Josh is just getting in as we're 30 seconds away from the start of the session. How do I make him full screen? This is really the problem when he can't see what you're doing as well. There we go. If I do that button there as well, and if I minimise me out of the way, because you don't need to see me, we can get ready for the session to get underway. Josh is standing by as well. The green light is on, and practice 3 is underway here for the 2021 Mexico City Grand Prix already. Cars taking to the track. No one in an immediate hurry, though, to leave the facility of the pit lane. And as Josh is just standing by as well, a little bit blurred there, but he's getting ready in a few moments' time. The anticipation going to be killing everybody coming in as well. I can hear you, Josh. Hello, Josh. How are you?
Good, you?
I'm very well, thank you. Long day with MotoGP, but ready for some F1 action as well. Sergio Perez, giant face staring at me right now on the commentary monitor. Max Verstappen too. Now George Russell, another giant head, but that's because he's got a tall body, standing there as well. Williams, a 3-time winner at this track. Nigel Mansell in 1987 and 1992. Riccardo Patrese did it in 1991 as well. Mansell was the last winner here in 1992 before the circuit came back. And, of course, he did that famous move in his Ferrari right round the outside of Gerhard Berger in 1990, I want to say 1991 maybe, whichever year he wasn't at Williams. Or was it Williams? Maybe 89. Can't remember when Mansell was last in that car. It all changes around as well, but the pit lane is open. Nobody in a hurry to head out onto the circuit with 58 minutes to go. Yuki Tsunoda just getting into the car, getting ready as well. And Tsunoda looks like he could have as well some issues out there in terms of he's going to have a brand new powertrain to be launched in as well. But Ted Kravitz in the pit lane, he's delighted to be back. You can tell he is delighted to be back. Nando Loris, as Ted just said over there. So Ted's already having some issues out there.
Hang on a minute. Ted's in the pit lane. I thought I was in the pit lane.
Well, Ted's in the pit lane, and you're here on the pit lane report. Yeah, but yeah, Ted's actually back in the pit lane after being banished to the grandstands.
I want to be in the pit lane.
Everybody wants to be in the
Why
pit
can't I
lane.
be in the pit lane?
Can you get to Mexico in time?
Probably not.
Well, maybe actually, if you took off now, you might get there by tomorrow. That's a different question. Hopefully, you still should be able to get there. But Josh is standing by. Where's the two-screen com cam? There we go. Oh, hang on a second. No, there you are. Hello, Josh. How are you? Are you all doing well?
I'm all doing well, thank you very much. I hope you are too.
All good. Yeah, we've got you on the screen at the moment on the
I've just
cameras.
rushed in, and I'm still trying to set everything up.
Oh, I know that pain. Do not worry. Literally, yesterday after getting back from the drive, looking around at fireworks, you had about 5 minutes to get to the commentary box and set everything up, and it is one of the quickest 5 minutes you'd ever experience because you lose time so quickly out there as well. Hello to Beth as well, watching on in the group chat as well, as we see the driver tracker down at the bottom. No sign of anybody at the moment heading out there onto the track, which is 4 minutes in. Lando Norris's car at the moment also doesn't look like he's even going to get in the session at the moment. 2 seconds. I don't think Lando Norris is going to head out onto the track just yet. There's something that Ted has reported that we have not heard at this current time. So while we check that news, this green light has been on now as well. We are nearly, 4 minutes and 5 seconds into this session coming up. And there is nobody out on the track, which is bizarre and surprising. But considering qualifying later on will be a 3-session shootout, that could even change the complexion as well, because Red Bull taking pole positions here as well in terms of pole sitters. In the 19 races we've had here, there's been 13 different drivers starting for pole position. Jim Clark has taken more poles at this Grand Prix than any other driver. 4 times he's taken pole. Lotus, no longer in Formula 1, but Lotus are the team with the most poles at this circuit. They have 6. British drivers have taken more poles at the circuit than any other, 8 in total. That's with Lewis Hamilton also taking some pole positions in his career. And Graham Hill and John Surtees, the other pole sitters we've had at this circuit. As well as the sessions just get starting. Nicholas Latifi still out there as well. And actually, I'm so glad you've got your poppy on as well, Josh. I just noticed as well. Ditto on the side as well for Remembrance Sunday this weekend as well. Lewis Hamilton late to the garage. I tell you what though, Josh, it's like the session has started and they've all forgotten, or just the FIA has not told the drivers, and now they're all rushing to get to the pit lane. It's very strange not to see the cars out on the track during a crucial FP3 session, especially with how dusty the track was yesterday.
It is very interesting, just on the pictures, Nicholas Latifi with his engineer with 55 minutes and 6 seconds to go, just about to clock to 55 minutes now. Lewis Hamilton is walking instead of on his scooter like normal, just going past the Red Bull. Their rivals. Who's going to get it? Lewis Hamilton or Max Verstappen? We will have to find out.
It's going to be a very interesting situation to see if Verstappen takes pole position and Perez gets second place as well. Perez as well has made it, as I said, to qualifying. The only year he's actually out-qualified his teammate was 2019. And he's always gained one position from where he started in all 4 of the Grand Prix here. So if Perez starts second, he is due to win the race. There's the oil slip down at turn 4. Tsunoda becomes the first car out of the pit lane. 6 sets of softs left, 1 medium and 2 sets of hards as well. The medium should be your starting tyre for qualifying 2 later on in the session as well. A reminder as well that you can get in touch with us via the YouTube chat, and the driver tracker should be in operation and hopefully showing Yuki Tsunoda. Either that or just hasn't woken up just yet. The driver tracker just below us here on the monitor. I too have the driver tracker up in the box, and it is showing Tsunoda as still waiting to circulate. The oil is so slippery, reports Yuki Tsunoda. So Josh, is that part of the reason, do you think, that they're not heading out on the track because of that oil slip?
Maybe. I'm guessing one of the support series did that.
I think it was the old classic cars I was hearing from Jenson Button.
Like what happened with turn 12 yesterday.
Yeah. Same series, actually, I'm reading. Same series, according to this.
Really?
Yeah, so...
Don't mind me just having a bit of paper on the floor to where to stand for the perfect angle of my camera.
You've never seen the floor of our commentary box. Literally, it's got little marks on it to know where to stand as well. And literally, actually, it's on a computer monitor. This is just red tape taped down with a big circle in the middle to put the TV back in the right place. So there's no worries there as well. Otherwise, the flags at the side get a bit of an error on it as well. 52 minutes to go of this session then as well. 52:10 now. Circulating. Tsunoda is the driver out on the track setting the times, as I'm hopefully you can see on the driver tracker. It looks like it's trying to work desperately, but it's having a bit of a paddy wanting to. Don't forget as well, later on, qualifying getting away, me and Megan will be filming the commentator challenge later, straight after this session as well. Which means we've got to get that PlayStation set up and everything. And Adam Enridge will be in the box.
The driver tracker is working for me. Is it working for you?
It, I think, has just started working yet. So it just started working this second, which is great news, which means I can adjust it as well for those watching on the YouTube stream. Yep, the driver tracker now working directly below us here. On the comm channel, Adam Limridge will be joining me and Megan in the commentary for qualifying as well. So this angle position you'll see throughout qualifying, although we're hopefully going to have a little bit of an easier setup so that we can also get the YouTube comments involved as well. But it's going to be fun, actually. Looking forward to this one. Tsunoda's done a lap time, a 1:38.957. As well, so that he's still complaining that the track is slippery out there. I can't hear the race control messages at the moment because we have, for some reason, no access to the team radio for this current moment. Well, we could, but it would be a bit of an error trying because it would all fail on me. I'm going to try anyway. So, Josh, if you take us through at the moment, who do you think is going to get pole position later on today? Oh, I can't hear you just yet, Josh, unfortunately. Something's gone wrong there. Let's hear quickly from Yuki Tsunoda.
The oil is so slippery.
Copy.
That's Yuki Tsunoda. The oil is so slippery. That's the radio we missed a few moments ago. And he has sent another message coming through the group chat as well.
Truck is clear behind. Synchronize all the gears. And good braking application, brand new brakes all around.
Beth has also put a comment in the chat now just saying, I thought those poppies were in support of increased Middle Eastern opium production levels.
So much oscillation on the limiter. We have to fix that.
Yeah,
copy that.
That's Stroll. Appreciate the clarification. Yeah, it's just Army Remembrance Sunday. Just to remember that everyone who fought in the wars, not just World War II, but World War I as well, and all the others and everything. It's just nice remembrance. And British broadcasting rules have to wear a poppy while on live streams. Track pretty dead at the moment. Only Stroll and Russell heading out there now on the circuit as well. Apologies for a bit slow catching up on our YouTube comments here today. We're trying to get that fixed for some of the segments coming in. In fact, I'm going to try and fix it now if I come up to the main camera as well. Here we go. So just taking Josh off for just a second. We'll go through the timings as Russell and Stroll still are the drivers outside of the track positions as things currently stand. Predictions are raising strong, actually, as to who is going to be the drivers with the least, and I did say least, amount of coverage in 2022 as well. As I need to go full screen here, as the cars still circulating out here on the track. And hopefully as well in just a second we'll have Josh Plays back up in contention for a chat with us, because I think I've managed to fix the errors that we are having. Josh, they can hit. Oh, sorry, Josh, they can hear you at the moment. Predictions for qualifying?
My prediction for yesterday was Verstappen. So maybe at the end of FP3 we might see some faster lap times from someone else. But currently I'm still sticking with Verstappen.
Don't blame you. It's a good bet for Verstappen. I just said the same on the Grid Network as well, as to who is going to be on top for the race action tomorrow.
Not improved from my side.
And,
Okay, copy that. So your radio is clear to us. Just give it another radio check on the way around.
That's some more radio messages
I can
coming
still
away.
understand you, but it's pretty distorted.
That's George Russell saying he's just got distorted images all the way around the track at the moment. So radio not working at Williams. Well, he had a gearbox problem yesterday as well. So he is up the creek without a paddle at the moment. And George Russell, do you reckon, Josh, he's suffering through the last couple of races at Williams? He's having dreams already about Mercedes for 2022?
I do really think he is struggling at Williams because of his moving to Mercedes. I think the weight has gone off his shoulders so he can relax and then hammer next year.
Yeah, I concur with that one completely, actually. As they come through, let's take a quick look as we're back with Sky F1 Pictures. This is Russell. He's locked up and on the oil down at turn 4, the SL Delago corners of the circuit. Pierre Gasly just waiting on. 2 times set on the board at the moment, and that is Yuki Tsunoda on a 1:29.22. George Russell's on a 1:23.771. Stroll has just set a lap time to go P3, 1:28.944, but he's outside the 107% rule, which is so crucial in Formula One these days as well, to try and get the right amount of speed to maintain a safe distance in the Grand Prix. It's officially labelled as well as the driver tracker now in operation. We've also got the YouTube chat back operational now here, so we'll just switch over quickly and take a look. As there's Beth saying as well about the poppies as well, and don't forget you can get in touch because we can see and hear everything we need to for this fantastic race we've got coming up here today as well. Qualifying is going to be even more dramatic than what usually is, and I'm glad I managed to fix that going into the sessions tomorrow with still be able to see
Yuki, respect to yesterday, main loss section between
Tsunoda.
turn 4 and turn 6 and in the high speed, but I guess you were careful in the first push lap.
So Tsunoda.
No,
on the
just the
radio.
oil is a lot. Oil is a lot.
Understood.
Yeah, they're all
Don't take any risk.
They're all complaining about that oil on the track down at turn 4. If Tsunoda's engineers will stop interrupting me. They're all complaining about that oil down there at turn 4 as we're on board with Yuki Tsunoda. Just trying to circulate now, doing about 186 now kilometres an hour. So he's at the exit of the speeds, as you can see on the driver tracker. He's through the S's section as well. Beth in the group chat saying, when George is in the centre of attention, he performs. Absolutely. I'd agree there. Do you remember when he performed? Oh, and 2 seconds. Yuki Tsunoda's got another radio coming through.
Charge off and push.
Charge off and push. Yeah, I'd agree with you there, Beth, as well. That George, when he's in the limelight, does really perform quite well. Remember, he's 2018 GP2 champion, of course. So he's desperately as well trying to see what's going to happen next in the sessions. Yuki Tsunoda going to set the fastest lap time now. 1:19.744. He's got he's actually got a second faster than his own best lap time, but he's gone 4 seconds faster than George Russell has done at the same amount of time. Sonoda, Russell and Stroll, the only 3 cars out of the track. It's all because of the oil down on the circuit. And it is costing them big time because it's affecting the levels of grip, and nobody wants to head out there and be the Hoover. So the 3
Okay, George, we need to build front temperature so you can use DRS to turn 4 and to turn 12.
So you can use the DRS from turns 4 to turn 12 as well. So you've got to build up tyre temperature. As we just see Osmar Safnar now watching on as well. Lando Norris is heading out on the track as well, finally, after having a bit of a delayed start to the session while they worked on the car. Currently outside the top 4 in the Drivers' Championship for the first time in 2021. He's in 5th position on 149 points, only a point back from Sergio Perez as well. We all know where Lando lost those points. It was back at the Russian Grand Prix a couple of years ago. So Josh working on race control as well, I think, and watching along with the sessions as well. Lando Norris outside of the top 4 in the Drivers' Championship for the first time in 2021. Let's hope he can have a better season coming forward.
Okay, George, next car back is Stroll. He's 13 back, so no concerns on traffic. Snowder's now on a 19.7, so track is improving. So let's just go push at turn 16.
So pushing at turn 16. Russell's getting constant information to the drivers as well out there. And I'm just hearing as well over the radios that hopefully should be playing from the back half. Risk of rain for the session 0%, which is great news. The smog that we had yesterday is slightly lifted as well. It's a bit sunnier. As I said, track temperature is up there as well at a high temperature. 17 degrees airs, track temperature 33 degrees. 5 cars now, I think, circulating. Sonoda, Russell, Norris, Raikkonen, and just coming to the pit lane was Lance Stroll as well. So Stroll's backed out of that running order as it currently stands. Raikkonen just leaving the pit lane as Lando Norris is 6/10 in that first sector. Little lock up there as well on the side.
Check engine 9 because I mistakenly touched it.
Copy.
Yeah, so Sonoda then just circulating back there as well. Big kick of dust there for Lando Norris coming through turn 8 and 9. FIA have rescinded the track limits warning at turn 8 and 9 for this weekend after Nikita Mazepin actually got an official reprimand from the stewards for the same thing yesterday. Then the Haas have actually appealed that reprimand because they've taken away that ruling by the stewards, so it's all changed up. As it currently stands, Sonoda 119.744, Norris on a 120.589, Russell 121.206. Snatch has changed to a 123.503, so Russell definitely moves into 3rd position with a much stronger time. Let's go over to the group chat. Beth as well saying, it's funny when they say the oil is slippery. What else do they expect it to be when oil is not slippery? Can you get like really sticky congealed oil damps? Like, you know, I can try to think of something as well. You know, like when you've got that really, like a crunchy actually, because I touched it the other day when my brother made homemade crunches. You know, the crunchy as well, when it's all damp and sticky and you get it on your fingers and it just won't get off as well, like burnt rubber as well to your hand. Can you get that stickiness of oil, the really like Velcro almost? I wonder if that would be it, because then it'd be slippery but sticky, I suppose. Beth, you make an interesting point there as well. Other brands of vacuum cleaners are also widely available as well. Why is that one about vacuum cleaners? Why have you got about vacuum cleaners, Beth? Have I missed something in the chat there to what we normally have? You have to correct me on that one. Cars coming then out on the track as well. They're beginning to circulate more and more.
And wind is less than yesterday, but rotated. So headwind turn 1, braking turn 1, headwind, and tailwind turn 4, braking turn 4.
So already some action then out on the circuit as well. Oh, is that a track? Oh, is that the track map? I was wondering what he was doing there. Yeah, that's the track map printing out. Trust me, it's lovely, yeah. That's the same track map that we have up in the box. Also did one for MotoGP after as well, with the handwritten drawings of them all. As Carlos Sainz just circulating slowly He's ahead of Raikkonen. And what's happened to Sainz actually? Down at turn number 4 on the oil, gets his tyres on it and loses momentum, sliding at the rear. Let's hear the radio. Oh, I can't hear the radio actually. Yeah, nice drift, says Carlos Sainz. In fact, he's going to say it over the radio now for you on the PLC. Here it is.
And wind is less than.
That's the same message. That's the same message. That's disappointing. Here's Sainz now.
Yeah, nice drift.
So Carlos Sainz drifting out there as well. Let's have a look. What's this? You mentioned Hoover. Hashtag BBC guidelines. Did I? What about the poppies? About it being by Remembrance Sunday? British Broadcasting guidelines. With poppies having to be worn as well. All right, thanks, Beth. You must remember, my mind goes during these sessions. You've got no relevance of what time or day it is at the moment either. Up here in the comms box. 38 minutes to go of the session as well, as we're hopefully going to have access to the... we're going to have access to a bigger looking tracker in a second, if it actually ever works like it's supposed to. But Haas already heading out there as well. Lando Norris then, they're finally starting the times. Lando Norris a 1:19.244, Raikkonen second, 1:19.299, Tsunoda third, Russell fourth, Sainz fifth as well on the board, followed by Stroll, Leclerc, Ocon, Alonso, Schumacher the top 10, but it hasn't changed just yet. Beth on the chat also saying advertising products. Oh, well, I've probably said that and I've missed it. Yeah, other broadcastings, other things are available. As Charles Leclerc gets a little bit wide there down at turn number 8, so sliding ever so slightly. We're 23 minutes into the session. Off the track and continued at turn 8 is the radio message we've just got from the stewards as well. Sainz goes P4, 1:19.589. Norris still top of the board, 1:19.244. Just set even better time as well. What has happened? So Crofty's just mentioned. I don't know if you've seen this as well, Josh, as well, or heard it, because I know this. Oh,
very balanced, please. I feel a bit of a split on the fronts. I believe the fronts, please advise ASAP.
Okay, nudger +1, nudger +1.
That's Russell then asking for the brake balance positions. Yeah, it's taken 24 minutes, Josh, to get these cars properly out on the track, all because of that oil on the circuit. It's very reminiscent of a 1993 World Superbike race we had here in Mexico. And it's all just gone wrong and changed dramatically. But we've got Hamilton out there on the circuit at the moment. Hamilton and Verstappen, both winners here. 2 winners in the last 5 years. It's still too close to call between them, isn't it, in the championship and for this weekend's race?
It really is, and I think that the not many cars have come out on the circuit in 24 minutes. It's because the approach to turn 4 is 320 kilometers per hour, which is very fast, and to have that oil and the dust that they put over and to drift on it at that speed,
yeah,
could be very dangerous.
Absolutely, it's been sliding around out there as well. So Carlos Sainz, I mean, they're now finally starting to come out on the circuit. You see the driver tracker directly below here as well. We've got cars entering that turn 4 section as well. Most notably Hamilton, Leclerc and Alonso coming up close to that one as well. Just got a comment in the group chat as well. Beth saying as well, it's time for this week's edition of Yaz's Fact Attack Mexico edition. Are you ready? Beth saying, number 1, the Mexican word for, I can't remember, is it autodromedist? Oh, it's burrito. Okay, Beth.
Turn 4, 5, 6.
Car 4 time
you can lean on the rears a bit in the high speed.
242 time deleted for track limits at turn 1, and that's because Lando Norris locked up on the braking zone and went off the track, but did go to the left of the bollard, so he's safe from the stewards.
Yeah, Nikita Mazepin's done the same thing as well. Down at turn number 8, the SS section, 5th gear, 190 km/h part of the track. He's gone off, but has continued. That's where he got that problem yesterday with the stewards and the reprimand. Leclerc has gone into 3rd on a 1:18.864. Valtteri Bottas has now taken top spot in the honours list, a 1:18.661. Also at the moment, Beth's now, let's return to Beth's chat quickly enough, and she's saying as well, 2, Mexico's favourite food, that's nachos, your business. Oh, that's a good one there, Beth, actually. Further on down the board, most loved boy band in Mexico, One Direction. Beth, you're getting better at this.
Lost a lot of time in 10.
Amateur radio.
Copy.
Most popular Mexican funfair sideshow game, Whack-A-Mole. Oh, for goodness sake. Most popular book in Mexico, Tequila Mockingbird, as in Tequila Mockingbird. Beth, you've been practicing this. Mexican number for police, 911, as in 1-1. Would one do that? God, that reminds me of the interview with Juan Pablo Montoya. That really annoying guy said, would one win one race? Would one really stay in Formula 1? Perez, oh, Mexico! Mexico rejoice! Sergio Perez goes top of the board at 1:18.625 when I can hear the cheers all the way from the UK commentary box. Sergio Perez is top and the crowd have gone electric already. That's a fantastic time. Look at that! All cheering as well. Unbelievable. That is fantastic. Let's see what he's... Actually, has he made a mistake? No, just a super slow image there as well on the circuit. Beth saying as well, continuing on, most common name given to sons of Mexican firefighter, Jose. Oh, for goodness.
I'm leaving the commentary box because of all his Steve jokes.
I know. Come on, Beth. Term to describe older Mexicans, senor citizens. And the last one, no, not the last one, Mexican phrase that means he who drove his Audi into a lake, Cuatro Cinco. Oh, for God's sake. Cuatro Cinco. Bonus, yes, fact as well. Because Mexico City is built on a lake, it sinks every year at a rate faster than Alonso's chances of snagging a podium this season. That was cruel.
Daniel Ricciardo took his first pole at the Mexican Grand Prix.
That was back in 2018. I remember actually commentating on that race. It was an unusual commentary box setup we had for that race as well, because the usual commentary box we had at that time was being decorated, so I was shoved with...
Okay, Lana, reminder, shifting
2 seconds.
And brake pressure application.
That's Norris just towing Ricciardo down towards turn 1. I was shoved in a smaller commentary box with insulation. That's actually still here at the side of the commentary box. To soundproofing as well, and I had to sit in this very little corner with a small TV and a positioning out there as well. So it gets even worse as Ricciardo is 18th fastest. That just proves what I said. If you join me for the Grid Network show as well, it shows as Leclerc goes fastest on a 1:18.213 as well. Correct plays as well, says Beth out there as well.
Also, car 9, time 1:54.422 deleted for track limits at turn.
So let's focus
11.
on our tyres and brakes now.
Still on the radio. Just on about tyres and brakes as well. Half hour to go off this session. Megan Birch has walked into the back of the box for a couple of minutes. Hello, Megan. How are you?
Hi, Megan.
Hi. I am tired. I've got that work for criminology done.
Oh, very nice.
For Sunday, tomorrow.
Very nice.
Ricardo's
jumped up to P2 on a 1:18.406 as well, so he's improved on the timing boards.
I'm attempting to do the harder level Sudoku as well.
Oh, that's nice. Hamilton's locked up and gone straight on at turn 1. Did he go to the left of the bollard, as Josh said earlier on? Yes, he does, which is great news as well. Have you left the door open? Because I can hear fireworks.
No, they're just really, really loud.
Oh, I see. You're going to be here for long or just stopping by?
I don't know. I'll decide later.
All right, well, Megan's in the back of the... You're not wearing your puppy.
Yet again, no.
You'll have to fix that puppy.
For a race or quali later? I will.
All right, good stuff. Adam Lemeridge will be joining me and Megan in the commentary box later on as Fernando Alonso locks up and goes straight on turn 1 as well. Adam saying Max hasn't gone out yet. Wow. Yeah, that's a point, Josh. He's done one installation lap and that's it. I think he's still on the circuit. Has he gone? He's on the circuit. I'm looking at the driver tracker.
Damn, Leclerc.
Max Verstappen's just going through the stadium section.
Yeah.
And just seeing if he went through. No, he hasn't. Oh, yes, he has. He's just going across the line now to start a lap.
I think he's stuck with Latifi on that driver tracker. So yeah, he's stuck with Latifi. Yeah.
Can we do any better?
Here he is now, actually. So starting a lap time with Max Verstappen. Downhill, 980 metres is the straightaway. The gap between turn 17 and turn 1. It's 900 metres from pole position to turn 1. A lot of sparks flying, but Verstappen gets through that part of the track safely. Josh, chances of Verstappen and Hamilton clashing at turn 1 on Sunday? They've done it twice in the past 5 years.
So just so you know, Sebastian, the brake temps...
50-50.
Yeah.
I think if it's going to happen, it's going to happen at either the corner 1, 4, or 12. So all after the DRS when they're right behind each other or side by side.
I really hope they do it in the Photo Sol because that would just be utter chaos. Megan.
Perez goes top with a 1:17.934. And
so improves.
Yeah. He goes top of the thing. Oh, Sainz also just now goes third, joining his teammate.
Watch Verstappen. Verstappen is quickest of all in the second sector. He's through the Forest Stadium into the Peraltada. At the exit now into the Mansell Peraltada and across the line. Verstappen goes top.
Making it loads of 2x2s.
Yeah, so it's a 1:17.537. It's Red Bull 1-2, Ferrari 3-4. As well on the boards, because then we got Ricciardo sort of displacing everybody before you get Mercedes 6-7 as well. So just remove Ricciardo from that mix. You got a nice little 3x3 for the teams, or 2x2x3, if that makes any sense to anybody there.
We all have to go in front of Ricciardo.
The group chat quickly as well, as Beth saying as well, how did your cruelty-based Mardi Gras event go yesterday? Do you mean bonfire night? It's to celebrate. Actually, it's one of the only times of the year I think the UK celebrates a failed terrorist attack.
Yeah,
it's a very weird setup.
Only us would celebrate a terrorist attack that went wrong.
Yeah, well, we looked at America. They had July the 4th, and we thought we'll have some of that.
Yeah.
Although
no, it happened
before
then.
America, yeah.
So did they just go like, we'll have some of that? But again, that is their Independence Day.
When was
we lost the war?
When was the half centenary? Or the quarter centenary?
Well, we lost the war.
1978, 1976, 1974.
Wait, what?
Something around there. 1976. There you go.
Why are we talking about
the bicentenary?
What is that?
It was an event in America in 1976. Adam, help me out here. You'll be on the comms later. You can tell us all about that later on. I think it was 1976.
Only I could know more about centuries ago and not know about
1976.
Then again, 1976, it's not in my century.
No, it's in mine. It's not in yours. It's not even either of yours actually thinking about it. Either of you two. In the comms box at the moment, you and Josh.
Well, I'm the only sibling that was actually born this century. So.
Yes, thanks for reminding us how old you are. Josh, we've got a lot of cars out on the track at the moment as well. And with it, there's coming some new race control messages that have just popped up with some lap time deletions, if you want to take us through those.
That's pretty P1. Didn't look like the cleanest of laps, but that's 4/10 to Checo in P2.
That's actually a correction.
Yeah, sectors look good.
It was not Stroll.
2.5 seconds Checo, final sector, a match. That was quite scrappy.
Yeah, it wasn't Stroll, it was Vettel off the track at that part of the circuit.
Martin.
Yeah, so the other Aston. Bottas was fast in sector 1 with a 27.459, and he's closing up with a good second sector at 30.016 into the last corner. 25 minutes to go now. Out of the Peraltada, pushing it hard now, full throttle, 8th gear, by the time he reaches the line, and he's gone second, 1:17.708. Not a bad time there on the board.
I wonder if Hamilton's going to get it.
Probably. As they circle down. Megan, what's your tip for pole? Who do you think will get pole position?
Bottas.
I thought you would say Bottas.
I'm very adamant for him to show up, Mercedes.
I thought you would say Bottas as well, yeah. Well, he got pole position in Turkey.
Short any tool adjust
Some
for the
radio.
next lap, Max.
Hamilton.
No, it seemed quite okay.
What's
Just on entry to some corners, a little bit on the edge, but let's see another lap.
Verstappen wants to do another lap. That's to Bottas now. We're seeing in a replay down towards turn 1. Some blue flags going. Has he made another lock-up? No. It's just one of these lap recaps that the FIA have been throwing in this weekend, and the FOM TV directors as well. As here we go. Adam's caught up here. Something about Beth says something about gay Fawkes. Guy Fawkes. Guy Fawkes. Oh, there we go. Have we got a cousin called Gay? Can't remember.
We have someone in the family called Gay.
I thought so, yeah. But Beth saying it was It's Guy Fawkes, and it was 1605, gunpowder plot, blowing up Parliament, King James I. Google it. Adam saying, yeah, Josh has just gone boom.
Clear behind.
2
Let's
seconds.
focus on cooling the car and box for a start.
That's Stroll just on the radio there. Adam saying as well, bicentenary was 1976 in the USA. Thank you very much, Adam. It was 1976, the bicentenary of America with Independence Day. 4th of July, 1976.
Wait, what?
The bicentenary.
I thought that they had independence like from the Revolutionary War.
Bicentenary.
I don't know what that means. Repeating it to me is not going to help me understand it. It's not going to give me the dictionary definition.
Okay, but Verstappen goes faster, so 117, 217. You have Google. Google it.
I will later.
Good.
All I know is Monica mentions it in Friends.
Yeah, they would have done, because that was 1996. They would have had another one.
Not when that was filmed, 1994.
I don't know. 1976 bicentenary. Yeah, it rings a bell. It rings a bell for that Friends thing as well. 22 minutes to go then in this third session here for the Mexico City Grand Prix. Qualifying later on. Adam Lemridge will be joining me in the commentary box with Megan as well. We've got to film our lap attacks after this. Another commentary challenge. Yeah. Don't think I've
got my tea waiting, so.
I have the controllers ready as well. Josh, any news from the pit lane?
Not currently, just Kimi Raikkonen in the pit lane. The majority of the cars are in the pit lane. The only cars out currently is Verstappen, Vettel, Giovinazzi and Stroll. For qualifying, I'll also be in the voice chat channel 1 doing race control messages, and in the race control messages, which can be found in the link tree in the description below.
Absolutely, it's in the link tree description, as Josh says as well. All linked in, all ready to go. And Verstappen improving on his sector times as well. Megan?
I see they've got George's car up and running again.
Well, they've managed to put that bolt in this time, and he hasn't actually gone out.
Just,
so, 2 seconds, Russell.
Turn 3.
Oh, it's Ricardo.
Just got quite a bit more of the apex that lap.
I need it zoomed in.
Just double check the car when I come in front right.
Told you it's going to be difficult.
Can I get this iPad zoomed in anymore? Because it's honestly very... It's all right. We can see what's coming up.
Buy a magnifying glass.
From this distance, I can't actually read out the R's or anything.
Get Grandma's magnifying glass.
If I take my glasses off, actually, it's even worse. So I've definitely got to keep glasses on. This is Danny Ricciardo then down at turns 1 and 2. What's he gone and done? Has he had a little error? Nope. We'll never know, because Skyfall have gone to yet another ad break, as they always do. Right, when we need to know something, they go to the ad breaks. Yeah, Josh.
Sees a replay. No one wants to see this. Yes, we do.
Let's go to the group chat quick as well, because Beth is saying, I can still remember when the Brits tried to burn down the White House, August 1814. What do you mean tried?
Just got quite a bit.
We succeeded.
More of the apex.
The British are coming, and we
just double check the car when I come in front
lost
right.
the war, though. It doesn't mean we can't burn
down a building. Didn't we give them the White House?
Yeah, well, we took it back.
That's where we paid for it. I know France gifted America with the Statue of Liberty. Can't remember
which was originally like bronze.
Well, we have an American on the commentary for qualifying with Adam, so he can correct us. Adam is probably sat there noting everything we've said down, and he's going to correct us right at the start of the session as well.
Well, most Americans do descend from us.
Yeah. Josh will be, you're at race control later on, aren't you, for qualifying as well? So join the Discord and he'll give
yes, indeed, I will be.
Fantastic. He'll give us all the information as well for that. So join the Discord link and get in that race control chat. We'll also check in with Josh during the qualifying session as well, because if he has anything to say, he just puts a message in the group chat, and we'll go over and take a listen as well to whatever you have to say, Josh, as well. So just be the Ted Kravitz in the pit lane, like you were as well at trackside at Brands Hatch. That's the point. You can't be trackside at Mexico, but you were trackside at Brands Hatch, and I was very jealous with the access you got down at Druids.
Yeah, I'm kind of controlling the live stream. I'm saying when I want to speak and what I want to say, and I've got fireworks going off.
Oh, we've got that too at the back of the comms box. It's you can just about see it from the little window we have at the top of the comms box to actually see, because everything else is covered up, so we don't get any shining lights. But there's
yeah,
a
I've
lot
got
in
a
there.
window literally right there, and it's a massive window. And behind the school, because we're right opposite a school, behind the school, every single year they have a massive fireworks display. So we get to see that quite clearly.
We've got the same thing. We get to see, we've got a field just at the exit of ours, and you get to see a massive display every year as well. Beth is only said as well, anyone seen Synth lately? If he turns up, remind me to do a recognition of Kelly Clark. Says Synth, you've been gone. He is here. He's joining us for qualifying, but he's Synthil is busy at the moment. I think doing the TikToks and the Instagrams.
Recently.
Yeah, but he keeps sending messages as well. Yeah, he was in it yesterday, Beth.
Yeah. But you weren't.
Aussies gave America a sense of humour, says Beth. And also, Beth is telling you, Josh, be the Ted. Be the Ted.
While on the ad break, car 16, I've just got the message through. Car 16 spun and continued at turn 3.
Oh, Paul Leclerc.
My poppy has just fallen off. I've got my poppy mat, and I don't know where the thing's gone, so I'll leave you in the company of Megan and Josh. Megan?
Okay, I'm going to move my feet now in here, just in case I accidentally somehow get it put through my shoe, which I don't. If it
so
does
here
happen,
we've got a
I'm angry.
replay of Charles Leclerc coming into turn 1, fine through there, turn 2, turn 3, and just loses it on the exit of turn 3.
Yeah, just the curb kind of catches them out after twice going over the curb. Also, the only cars out right now are Ferraris. They must be trying to get up high. Oh, now Russell decides to join because he can't be Mr. Saturday if he's just not going out and he's in last. I mean, I know that's usually quali, though. Honestly, if it's Saturday, then it's meant to be all day, not just quali. May as well just call him Mr. Quali. Ooh, I don't like... Oh, he's going to have to go into a pit lane, Claire, I would suggest. He's just flat-spotted a little bit of his tyres. And, yeah, all of them. You can see just beginning of flat spot. Yeah, told you. Pit lane.
Megan?
Yeah?
Can you tell Josh to stop moving furniture around as we're trying to do a live stream here?
Josh says, stop moving furniture.
They can't hear it, he can.
Though... It's my chair, so I'm fine with it. Right, so Bottas, Hamilton, Norris, Sonoda and Latifi all join the track now, just as the clerk go in. Right, so Verstappen still top with a 117.217, and it seems like everything's kind of, not going to say the word calm, even though I just said it, though it's not in the same context. Everything seems... more at peace. There, found a way around it. Right now, and it's the driver tracker seems to be in order. What I can see. I'm not sure whether you can see on there. Yeah, it's working.
And for us, you can push next lap.
Claire.
Yep, I won't be pushing next lap though. If you want, we can do the pass through now, just to cool down the tires as they are pretty hot.
Cool down the tyre. Shouldn't it be cooled up since you just went into the pit lane to actually get new ones? That does not make sense. Not the sentence I said, just the actions of Ferrari. Leclerc rejoins, and it's Raikkonen. He decides to join the party of free practice 3, and so does Joshua. Finally return.
Yeah, no idea what happened at the moment. I think this lead took the poppy off again. Hamilton on a lap time, then 14 minutes to go of the session as well.
I would say we're at the other side, but you're not meant to.
You can't as well. I'm going to have to sort this poppy out for tomorrow because it just keeps getting taken off by the leads. I wonder how Sky manage it as well. Although they actually, I know their headsets, they don't actually have as big a lead as we do.
Yeah, Russell 12th.
That's a great time then for George Russell as well. Latifi 18th as it currently stands as well. 14 minutes to go. Hamilton into the Peraltada, getting back on the acceleration. Already 200 kilometres an hour. You watch, should be in 8th gear by the end of the start line as well if he continues to push. There you go, look. Over 305 kilometres an hour. Hamilton's going to P3 on a 1:17.903. A very strong time there as well. And yeah, as even Beth putting in as well. Beth as well, I know you're watching still as well. Would really like you on one of these practice 3 streams before the end of the season. So you've got my emails. Get in touch. I'm going to send you an email as well. Want you on one of these streams before the end of the year. Absolutely. Josh, you want to say something?
Lando Norris locks up at turn 1, but goes
Any
to the
particular
left
reason I
of
looked up?
the
Or
bollard,
just too
so
much
it's
brake
fine
pressure?
from the steward.
Too much brake pressure.
It's turned into a lawnmower.
Yeah, he hasn't gone right at the bollard, as you say there, Josh, as well. And that is in the race director's notes up here in the comms box.
Lando's now a lawnmower.
Yeah, any driver who leaves the track on the left-hand side between turns 1 and 2, or who passes to the left of the bollard at the apex of turn 2, must rejoin the track by driving to the left-hand side of the bollard on the outside at turn 3. And they have not done that as well, so that's going to be an interesting situation coming through there. And as you said, Josh, as well, I think Lando's time has just been deleted by the stewards for track limits as well.
Just going to say that it was a 1:47.672. Let me just write that down in race control messages on the Discord, which you can join.
I think we've got a penalty update for Esteban Ocon. And it's just coming through. Yes, Esteban Ocon has taken a grid penalty, which makes it 4 drivers who will start this race at the back of the grid as well.
Who else is on?
I knew you were going to ask me that.
Okay, understood.
Esteban will have a new entrance this weekend's Mexico City Grand Prix, his 4th of the season. All components of the power unit will be brand new for qualifying and the race. Cool.
Thank you. And yeah, Lando Norris also takes a brand new power unit, starts at the back of the grid tomorrow, so that's the second one. Presumably Tsunoda is the third, as we've been knowing from that as well. So who the 4th is, I can only assume it's going to be Lance Stroll. He was rumoured to take it.
That was a massive drift by Leclerc through turn 4 where the oil was.
Yet again, a reason for him to get new tyres.
Absolutely as well, and he's still out there. Actually, is that a new set of tyres for Charles Leclerc? They look new. I can still see the shine on them. So is that his second slide?
He keeps saying, it's like, I need to cool them down. It's like, from what? You've only just put them on.
I think that's his second slide then at the moment.
Yuki, I think we need to adjust the flap. Do you agree? It's too much on the center one.
Near the start of the
I don't want to go back because it's just
on the radio.
tired.
Nice drift. So I'm
2 seconds.
Copy. We stay out.
Go on, Josh.
A new set of tyres.
Yeah, I thought so.
So I believe that there would need another set of tyres, meaning he's gone through 2 sets of tyre in 1 practice session, which is really kind of not ideal.
So he's only got 4 left to take him through qualifying. So presumably, Leclerc's going to have to make those tyres stick, or he's going to have to take those tyres through qualifying 1 and run the risk.
Or really hope that he goes out
Yeah,
first.
this hasn't worked out the way people were thinking. At the moment, 10 minutes to go then here of third practice. Perez running up amok as well. He's coming through the S's section of the track. Down now, opening up the DRS. Down the Recta del Ovalo into the braking zone for turn number 12. Third gear, 130 kilometers an hour. Back on the accelerator as well. And it's closing up. Beth says she's not going to be here for qualifying. Oh, no. Beth, though, is asking you, Josh, who do you reckon Checo will put it on pole position?
It would be absolutely great for Checo to be on pole as it's his home base. He's currently
P2.
0.055 seconds behind Verstappen. So maybe in qualifying, because there was tons of dust on the circuit in FP1 and through FP2, and now there's been loads of track action. Hopefully the dust has cleared a bit, meaning more faster times. And FP1 was like, we were looking at 1 minute 20s. Now we're looking at 1 minute 17, and possibly a sub 117.2.
A lot of work. A lot of work going on the back of the rear wing there of Max Verstappen.
I was just looking at that. It's a lot of work, and
they're rushing.
If that problem affects Verstappen in practice, qualifying, that could favour Perez's way and Hamilton.
For what I'm looking at, I think it's the actual DRS assistant arm. So whatever it is, it's not connected properly. It's not working.
Malfunctioning.
Yeah. So I wish Hazel Southwell, because she knows the technical regulations at the back of that car like nobody else will know.
I wish I had a close camera to the car.
Well, your wish is Sky's command, because here is Sky now with an up-close camera angle of that car. So what exactly is going on?
Look, they're fiddling with the middle. Must be DRS.
I think Ted's there. I'm trying to listen, because I've got a different angle from Ted at the moment. No, he's not saying anything either, so I'm not sure what happened there.
Check with Alonso.
Yeah, Fernando
Traffic. Okay, charge on.
Stroll's gone P8.
No traffic threat from behind.
Mazepin is having troubles. Alonso got off at turn 12.
When I heard that swearing, I thought that's either Yuki or Mazepin.
And it was Mazepin, yeah. He's not having problems out there. Alonso's going to have his lap time deleted for those track limits as well. And he's gone P14, but I'm expecting that lap time to go
it's racing number.
any second now.
I'll start writing then.
Yeah, he went off track at turn 12, so he's gonna lose it.
Definitely track limit, so I would not be surprised if that time was deleted by his
It's done it. It's happened now. There it is. Car 14, Alonso off track continued to turn 12. Oh, no actual time deletion there though, which is an interesting one.
Bottas radio.
We can't hear him.
Bottas saying traffic paradise, which I totally agree with.
Beth saying as well.
Traffic paradise.
Ooh.
There you go, we heard it there. Oh, it's a lot of traffic down at the Peltada. There's about 7 or 8 cars just slamming up between each other.
And I know why.
Why?
Because they're all slowing down.
To get the better lap time, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, they're all backing. Yeah, they're all backed up each other because they're slowing down. That might be the most basic statement you've ever said.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Car 14 time 1 minute 18.816 deleted for track limits at turn 12.
Thought so, absolutely.
Thought we could get away with it.
Beth is saying, I'd like to see Megan manning the radios for an F1 team. She would be so direct. Driver, need to call them down. Megan, just suck it up and stay out there, sunshine. That is pretty much what Megan would do.
Just like, we need to come in, box. Just like, are the tyres on the point of exploding? No. Just like, you can go another lap.
Don't come in then.
Just like, if it's not exploding, then don't bother me.
Beth also says, someone mentioned fact number 11. Megan's now desperately trying to see what fact number 11 was. I can tell you what it was, Megan, because it's right here, look. Beth put them in earlier on. Bonus Yads fact. Because Mexico City is built on a lake and sinks every year at a rate faster than Alonso's chances of snagging a podium this season. I said at the time that could be something controversial. Beth,
there's still a chance.
Beth, I know you're in Australia, but run. Run.
Remember, Uncle Gary's brother lives there. I'm sure I can do something with that.
Yes, but one...
Doesn't he live in Sydney as well?
Yeah, but 1, you're scared of flying.
I'd brave it.
2, you're not going to spend 24 hours on a plane.
Trust me, if I want something, then I'll brave it out and do it.
All right, Beth, definitely run. Go to New Zealand. She won't go that far.
Yes, I would.
Go to the North Pole.
Oh, please, I've wanted to go to the North Pole forever.
South Pole.
They still have loads of animals I want to see there. There's nowhere I wouldn't go.
Beth, go on the Ross Tiger in Grimsby. She won't go there.
I'll brave.
In fact, just go on a boat. She would go anywhere near it.
Doesn't mean there can't be a plane flying over it.
Megan's now just threatening our viewers. Well, that's
I mean, I could maybe schedule an RNLI boat to come and pick you up and take you somewhere.
Yeah.
I could
if we
easily
all
plan anything.
If we all club together, I think we can get Beth to safety. Perez goes top by 1/10 of a second, 0.193 quicker, 1:17.024. Mexico rejoices once again. Checo goes top. Chances of a Checo pole position. Can you imagine if Sergio Perez gets a podium and they're doing a Mexican wave? Fantastic! I've waited all year for that.
Hang on a minute. I'll start
So
the
we can
Mexican wave. Commentators Mexican wave.
It's you. There we go. That works. That works. Just about. Out there as well.
Just about.
I had to work out who's alongside who, because in the commentary box I'm alongside Megan, but on the TV pictures you're alongside me.
May I just say, you know what I'm like when I'm determined. You know I'd go to the end of the earth to do anything.
David always says as well that I say I'm aware too much.
You do?
Yeah, you always say in the commentary, I've picked up on it, can I just say? You say that an awful lot.
Yeah, I do.
Verstappen is 0.040, so just 4 hundredths off his own best time at the moment. But Perez, the fastest driver in this practice 3 session at the moment, as we get into the last 4 minutes of the session, well, 3 minutes 22 actually of this practice.
But Verstappen has got a personal best sector 1, but loses it in sector 2. He's currently plus 0.436.
Oh, Hamilton radio. I can't hear this. Hang on. I can't hear Hamilton's radio coming over the radio monitor because we haven't got that access.
Verstappen does a 1:17.523, which keeps him second.
So Checo Perez is still the fastest driver in this practice session. If Perez can end a session here in Mexico top, I think they might take that. But can he get pole position in a couple of hours' time? That's going to be the question. Myself, Adam and Megan will be in the box for that. Josh Plays is going to be on the Discord channel as well. And if he needs to say anything as well, we can get a lead to him as well. Verstappen radio. Oh, can't hear. And they're not coming up on the radio. That's really annoying at the moment.
Really made a smooth operation with me in race control and you in the commentary box.
Makes sense. Hang on, let's hear from Verstappen.
P3 at the moment,
but Hamilton first.
6.5 tenths at Perez at P1.
So that's Hamilton on the radio.
6.5 tenths.
Hamilton is confused at why it's 6.5 tenths, but let's hear what Max Verstappen had to say. He's on the radio now.
Yeah, so we're into like no grip at all.
Okay, so Max saying there's no grip at all out there on the circuit as one of the Mercedes comes into the pit lane. Can't see which one it is. It's Lewis Hamilton.
Why was Lewis so confused?
That was Bottas, I believe.
Oh, was it Bottas? Thank you. Thanks, Josh.
Just like Hamilton. Why is it 6.5 tenths? Because you made it 6.5 tenths. Just suck it up and deal with it.
Oh, there you go. You're right. Beth, you're right there. Carlos Sainz then is having a bit of a backup into the Pelotada as well. Adam has also said, Beth says as well, if Perez gets pole later, it'll be spectacular. So, spectacular. I want tacos. Why haven't we had tacos today?
I don't know.
That's really annoying. Right, tacos tomorrow.
It's Sunday.
Have them tomorrow night after Perez wins or get a podium.
It's Sunday. It's Sunday dinner.
Yeah, I can't. Sunday dinner tomorrow.
We'll have a Monday.
No, that's after Mexico. You need a.
Well, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna have some tacos for lunch tomorrow. In between the gap. Well, actually, thinking about it, our schedule's messed up tomorrow as well. Cars are coming out of the pit there, then to do some practice starts. Max Verstappen going to do some warm-ups as well. I think Alonso is just behind him as well. Perez just leaves the pit lane. It does have a knock-on behind the Red Bull. Alonso, I think, is out of the track circulating. He is down at near towards turn 4 at the moment. Last 30 seconds of the session.
That is something that annoys me, though, when drivers complain about, it's like, well, why am I this time? Just like, because you ain't going fast enough. If you want to improve your time, then, I don't know, be a better driver.
Max on fresh tyres says Adam, says Beth. Adam says if Perez wins the race, there'll be a huge fiesta.
80 metres.
Would it be a Ford? So there's the qualifying pace. Then Josh will read us through those in a couple of seconds' time. The checkered flag is out. The session has now concluded. An hour of practice is over. It ends with Sergio Perez the fastest at the moment. Josh, read us through, if you have, because I know you take a photo of it, the qualifying pace predictor. Over to you.
For the qualifying pace, Verstappen fastest, Perez 0.01, a hundredth of a second gap. Hamilton 0.19, Bottas 0.4, Ricciardo 0.69, Norris 0.77, Gasly 0.85, Thunder 0.97, Sainz 1.02 seconds, Leclerc 1.11, Vettel 1.4.
Man, I don't know what the guy in front is thinking.
1.41, Stroll 1.44, Raikkonen 1.46, Giovinazzi 1.65, Russell plus 1.94, Ocon is plus 1.98, which is shown as an unexpected result. Latifi plus 2.22 seconds, Michael Schumacher plus 2.35, and Mazepin 3.25 above. Really interesting that Verstappen and Perez is only 100th behind in the qualifying pace, with Hamilton and Bottas in the second row. So it's an all first row for Red Bull, all second row for Mercedes, all third row for McLaren, all fourth row for AlphaTauri.
Wow.
All fifth row for Sainz, Leclerc, etc., etc. Checkered flag is out, and currently Perez is on top with a 117.024.
That concludes the session then. Thanks, Josh. Over there at Race Control, and as everyone just watching on now as well, session is over, but Yuki Tsunoda has had some antics over the radio. This is what he had to say a few seconds ago.
Man, I don't know what the guy in front is thinking.
So he's not happy. He's been screaming over the radio, and there's more.
Okay, stay out, stay out. Yuki, I think he was in a kind of high fuel. I don't understand as well. Anyway,
so
this is in lap. This is in lap. Your lap was good anyway. The previous one, we are P6 for info.
So Tsunoda got blocked there as well. I'm not sure what that is. Josh, over to you.
This is what I use for all of my race control messages. So I've got like yellows and greens at the bottom, safety cars, virtual safety cars, checkered flag, red flag, pit lane open, start of the race.
That's what I need.
And then I've got black/orange flag, black flag. That's for where is it? That's for BBB esports at the top for like multiple warnings and plus 5 seconds, and then BTCC when the safety car is adding laps on.
I need one of those.
And like drive through delayed by 5 minutes, caution for IndyCar, white flag for IndyCar, etc., etc.
I need one of those because I have to maintain with just a keyboard and hotkeys. You've got that Stream Deck, and that's what I want as well, to play all the sound effects. And I've got room for it now.
I mean, I only got it as a birthday present. No big deal.
Nobody would ever be. Nobody gives me birthday presents. I've got to buy all the equipment. Okay, here's the results then. Sergio Perez is the top driver, as well at 1:17.024. Verstappen second, from Hamilton third, Bottas fourth, Sainz fifth, Tsunoda sixth, Ricciardo seventh, Gasly eighth, Leclerc ninth, and Norris rounds out the top 10. Stroll 11th, Raikkonen 12th, Giovinazzi 13th, Vettel 14th, and Alonso P15. Ocon 16th, 17th for Russell, 18th Schumacher, 19th Latifi, and Mazepin takes 20th position. Yellow flags are out on the track as they just recover some of the debris. We'll be back qualifying at 7:40 British Summer Time as well. So, I keep doing that. 7:40 GMT. As well. Anymore. I know, it's not so much GMT now. Myself, Megan and Adam taking you through qualifying as well. Josh will be in the Discord as well and on Race Control chat as well, so keep an eye on that in the Discord. The link is in the link tree. Josh, interesting third session. Who's your tip for pole position? Is it changed order after the FP3 or are you stuck into your guns?
It has changed since the beginning of FP3, because Verstappen and Perez is only 1/100th gap. I think that Perez could steal pole, and that would be amazing for his home Grand Prix.
Absolutely agree with you. Thanks for your company here for FP3, Josh. Well, hopefully to have you
You're
on
welcome.
another point of the season. Megs, tip for pole?
I'm sticking with my guns.
Sticking with your guns. Okay. Mine, I'm going to go for Perez. I agree with Josh there as well. Fastest in the session then, Sergio Perez, a Mexican driver, tops free practice 3 at 1:17.024. We'll be back for qualifying later on. Mexico has already erupted. Can it have yet another joy for pole position? I can't wait to find out. Join us in 1 hour and 35 minutes for all of the action. Goodbye to you all. See you later on. Grab some tacos for lunch.